What's up guys, Blackwar and welcome back to another video, and today we're back on Pro Cycling Manager 2020 for stage number 5 of our Vuelta playthrough with the Ineos Grenadiers, a stage 5 that will take us from Huesca to Sabiñanigo, 183 kilometers today, with 3 categorized climbs in the final third of the race. We'll see what these climbs can do against us. But it should be a day where we'll try and maintain the red jersey on the shoulders of Christopher Froome, who, unlike in real life, is doing well in this race. And yeah, if you haven't seen the previous episode, then do go ahead and check them out. But if you have, then let's just jump in the race, shall we? And once again, it's a bad day for Chris. Like, do you actually want to do something on this race, Chris? Like, tell me. Because, I mean, I was going to say we're going to switch the leadership to anyone else, but, like, you're literally the first guy within 7 minutes in the GC. So we won't change that. But, come on, man. How many points is that? That's 50, no, that's 13. 13 points. Sousa's on 16. I could potentially be on 29 by tonight, which would be nice. We're going to see if I can send Ivan Sousa in the breakaway. I don't expect the peloton to chase me down. Also, we've reversed or rotated back, sorry, to the original EF kits, as the Giro is now finished. I have recorded everything I needed, so we can once again have their normal 2020 kit and not the Palace one, which I'll miss. Let's be honest. I will miss that jersey in the peloton. It was nice to see a duck on the front of the back as well. But yeah, we've already got some attacks. As I mentioned, Ivan Sousa will be joined by Yesebol, who had finished second last year behind André Madrazo. I think it was at the Alto de la Covatilla. I could be wrong though, but it was on like stage 6 or 8. We've got Quentin Jorigui, who was in the first breakaway of the 2020 Vuelta. Ivan van Wilder, who sadly withdrew from the Vuelta in real life. Ian Garrison, Stefan de Bod, Tomasz Marzinski, the two-time stage winner on this Spanish Grand Tour. Koen de Kort is also here. He might be joined by Juan Pablo Lopez, his teammate from Trek Segafredo. Following Lopez is Jorge Amezcueta from Caroral, and we also have Ben Dybel, who escaped from a group of 5. Within, we can find Georg Zimmermann, Jorge Esquerra, Jonathan Lastra, Nico Schulz, and Ricardo Villela. I will stop pacing at the front of the peloton, and I will do the same at the front of the breakaway, and we shall be on our way for a good day in the break for Ivan Sousa. And strangely enough, the peloton is not keen at all on letting the breakaway go. I would have expected like the break to be allowed 5, 6, 7 minutes, at least on the flat portion. But the gap has never been above 3.5 minutes. And since that point, it's been UAE and FDG mainly trying to chase us down. UAE for Davide Formolo, who's a favorite for today's stage, and also his third of the GC. Pinot, who has his team pacing, obviously has his fourth of the GC. But yeah, it's interesting. I expected them not to pace, especially with a mountain stage coming up tomorrow, which should have been the Tourmalet. However, due to a certain virus, we all know, that stage has been cancelled and replaced by another stage which you can find right now between Viescas and Salem de Gallego, Aramon, Formigal. It's a shame not to see the Tourmalet. I really would have liked to see the riders going up there. I would have loved to see Thibaut win in real life there. Although, I mean, there's no Tourmalet and no Thibaut anymore in the race in real life. But yeah, at least we will have a Vuelta that will carry on. But for now, what isn't seem to be carrying on is the length and their life in the breakaway. Or the length... No, hold up. The lifespan of the breakaway. There we go. Got it. And under the impulsion of Bahrain McLaren, the peloton is increasing its rhythm drastically. It is Scott Davis at the front with Wout Poels in the wheel. Wout Poels, who's already at like this far up, knowing that he's 7th of the GC and he is the leader of the team in orange. Interesting. The team in Papaya Orange showing their intentions very early on. We're going to see if we can like not crumble at these stupendous as Le Gonoen and Romain Segler now at the front. Ryabushenko joins them. So we find once again the UAE and FDG team. Interesting to see EF. I don't know who's there for them. Dan Martinez, who's navigating in 12th position. Michael Woods had been previously dropped, I believe. Okay, interesting. Interesting, interesting. In the meantime, it is Kunderkort pacing at the front. We're going to increase the rhythm with a man like Ivan Sosa on this flatter portion, as Chris and Carapaz are well and truly in the peloton. Andre Amador is slightly behind, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. And we're going to go once again on steeper percentages or steeper slope. Jonathan Lastra making the move. We're going to follow immediately the rider of Carural. Ricardo Vivela hasn't taken my wheel, and that should be the downfall of said breakaway and their hopes of getting the 5 points at the Alto de Vio, as Ivan Sosa can easily counter-attack the Spaniard and get all the points he can. There we go, perfect. Ivan Sosa adds 5 points to his tally of 16, making that 21. And the riders haven't even have time to recover that we're already in the next KOM, the Alto de Fano, or the Fanlo, sorry, my bad. Not the biggest of energy from Ivan. Hopefully I can hold on until the summit. Ben Dybel is in my wheel. Marzinski and Van Van Velde just exploded. We're going to go 99 with Ivan. See if we can hold on until the summit. We don't have any yellow left. Can we compete with the Australian? Yes, we've managed to hold on until the summit. That is a stupendous performance from Ivan Sosa. In the meantime, the peloton seems to be struggling as well. So that's good. They're going to allow me to recover a lot in this short but steep descent towards the next climb of the Alto de Petralba. No, the Alto de Petralba, my bad. And as we start the final climb, there is no breakaway anymore. Chris Froome and the peloton came back on Ivan Sosa and his breakaway teammates. Okay. All right, then. This is where things are going to get interesting. David de la Cruz at the front with Omar Fraile in the wheel. George Bennett is right here. The rhythm is staggering. That's at least like a 95, 90. It probably is 99 actually from David de la Cruz. We're going to increase the rhythm though with Christopher Froome. Try to maybe destroy a few of these guys. As Andre Amador is going to try and come back in the wheel of Richard Carapaz here. And he'll take the place of Van Baarle as soon as the Dutchman will crumble or collapse, which for now he seems like he's fine. Formolo is in a nice 4th, 5th position already. Okay. All right. Andre, mate, whenever you want, you take the wheel of Carapaz. Dumoulin at the front as well. Dumoulin, who might be working for Roglic. I don't know. Summit of the Alto de Pretalba coming up. Rui Costa will get the 5 points ahead of Davide Formolo. Okay, perfect. Carapaz can go and grab some water. I'm going to recover a bit with Chris Froome. And it seems that we're going to be heading for a 20-man sprint, sorry. Potentially a bit more. Should... Oh, Pinot drop. Thibaut Pinot has been dropped. And that's quite early on. That is very early on for Thibaut. That's stage 4, and he's been dropped in a second cat. That's not something I expected. That really isn't. And therefore, it leads to a choice I'm going to have to take, which is to sacrifice Dylan Van Baarle and to pace with Andre Amador and mainly with Richard Carapaz. As we enter the final 10 kilometers of this stage, we're approaching Sabiñanigo, sorry. Come on, Richard Carapaz is going to increase the rhythm. I don't know if David Gaudu will have the legs to come back. No, he won't. Guillaume Martin and Thibaut Pinot are going to be the 2 big losers today. Big L for France, as per usual, I want to say. Kenny Lisson is still here. Nance Peters still here as well. You love to see it. Maybe Naja Desert Montel, I don't know. No signs of Clément Champoussin, which was who was the main rider I was looking for. But okay, it's going to be a sprint. Chris, with a 62 sprint, what can he do against Primoz Roglic and mainly Davide Formolo, the Italian? Probably the main favorite today as we enter the final few corners. 2 kilometers left. Carapaz in the front. Roglic is already quite up in the peloton. There goes Carapaz. Chris Froome will accelerate. God, I've been dropped. I have been genuinely dropped behind. It's a win today for Primoz Roglic in Sabiñanigo ahead of Christopher Froome. Alejandro Valverde comes home in 3rd position with Simon Geschke, Wout Poels, Enric Mas, Carapaz, Kenny Lisson, Jonas Aguirre and Rui Costa rounding up the top 10. Okay, Tom Dumoulin got dropped as well. The top 10 in the GC is going to see some changes as we've lost 3 riders today. Roglic once again gets the win, and he's going to get an added 4 seconds today on Christopher Froome, who comes home in 2nd place with Valverde in 3rd. GC-wise, we're now 6 seconds ahead of the Slovenian. Davide Formolo is dropped to 26 seconds. Thibaut Pinot, who was 21 seconds down today, is now 2 minutes 14. Guillaume Martin drops to 10th place. I believe Michael Woods makes his appearance in the top 10. Tom Dumoulin loses a few positions as well. But out of the 3 brothers that lost time today in the top 10, none of them exit it. Souza still the best climber. He's increased his lead by 8 points today over Chris Froome, which is nice to see for the young Colombian. Chris Froome, speaking of him, maintains his green jersey. There we go, ahead of Primoz Roglic. Vlasov retains the white jersey, no changes whatsoever with Martinez and Enric Mas. And finally, it is the team Jumbo-Visma leading the team classification. He finished second, he finished third. It was about time he finished in third place. Primoz Roglic wins on the Vuelta today. He wins stage 5 between Huesca and Sabiñanigo. A bunch sprint of around 20 riders, 19 riders to be exact. Okay, all right. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. We do have 62 sprints, so for me to finish on the podium was already quite nice. With the likes of Valverde behind, the likes of Pools. I mean, he's not that quick to be fair. Yonis Aguirre, mainly. Formolo, disappointing in 17th place. Dan Martin as well, disappointingly in 15th. Tim Wellens, which I hadn't even seen in the final group. But yeah, I'll take second place today. Points wise, I mean, we're just behind Primoz. Mountain wise, it's been a good day at the office for Ivan Ramiro Sosa. And GC wise, we have now seen our lead being shrunk from 10 to 6 seconds on the Slovenian Primoz Roglic, meaning that tomorrow's stage will be quite crucial between Biescas and Saen de Galago Ramon Formigal, 143 kilometers. Also, let me just take a look at something. Where did Van Baarle finish? Van Baarle finished 147 down with David Gaudu, Thibaut Pinot, and Guillaume Martin. So, and Esteban Chavez as well, which I think was well placed. But they've lost 147, the Frenchies. If they end up, if they finish the Vuelta with a gap under 147 on the winner, they will have a lot of regrets regarding today's stage. But yeah, no one withdrew for today. Has anyone withdrawn from the race? Let me take a look. I don't think so. Oh, stage 2 was quite eventful. Stage 1, okay, we've had 5 withdrawal, which is not as much as the real Vuelta. Real Vuelta that you'll be able to follow every day on your respective TV provider. But if you can't see it, then you can always revert to the PCM version and my playthrough with those Grenadiers, which you will be able to follow and see episode 6 tomorrow. What are we today? Well, Saturday, right? Yeah. So tomorrow there'll be episode 6 of La Vuelta. If you want to make sure to see it, then please do consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. You can also catch the end of my Giro. Today's episode, genuinely watch it. Honestly, watch it. It's one of the most mental things that happened ever, and I'm not taking the piss or clickbaiting. It's been mental. But I shall see you in the very near future. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy the end of the Giro. Enjoy La Vuelta. My name has been Blackwar. It has been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys. Have a good one. And goodbye.
Pull up in the gold, I'm leading. But them other man need feeding. I don't wanna go Bombay. Them I don't know what I do when I go from Beeling. Leading the pack in black and I'm on with the bat. Snapping with a phone and dab. Boss up a man with a duster. Put him in the drip and sip blockbuster.